Oh hey, this is Ferrari Nitro here, and I will tell you what could possibly be in the March DLC, but we've got some clues from John Iwana that will make it slightly more easier for me and you to say. But here are the 7 clues. You can probably put them in the comments down below what you think there could be, but this is what I think there could be. So, number 1. It is the 1969 Ford Shelby Mustang, and that is a good car, the 1969 Ford Mustang Shelby GT500. I think that should be in the game, and possibly will be in the game. And the looks are timeless and muscle car-like, if that makes any sense. It doesn't. But it is still a nice car to look at. It kind of reminds me of the car from Fast and Furious, Dom's Challenger. I think that's a good one. I think they're both similar, so that is a good thing, and I both like the styles of the car. But then for number 2, here's clue 2. You could get it with a diesel, but that would be way too practical. Let's mix it up with the Volvo 240 Turbo Evolution. I think that's got to be it, because the reason why, number 1, you can get it with a diesel. Number 2, I think the turbo version, the petrol version, will be not practical whatsoever, but it will be epic at least. And number 3, it's been announced on the Forza list that has been leaked, so that gives me a good idea what could be in the DLC pack. But then for clue 3, John F. Kennedy said, quote, "Celebrate the past to awaken the future." How you celebrate is up to you. And I think that could be the 1963 Lincoln Continental with its timeless classic looks. And I think it could possibly awaken the future. But this was a very hard one to decide, and I had to decide with this because it's a good one. Who doesn't like a Lincoln Continental? It's a stylish and not very practical car, but it's good for me at least. I wouldn't mind driving that. But for clue 4, no one really knows what happened to them, and that was not the only problem, but a darn shame. I think that could be the 1991 Cizeta V16T, and that has a V16 engine with 2 turbos, and that could have been possibly the Lamborghini Diablo design, but unfortunately Lamborghini was owned by Chrysler, and they just went straight up to them and said, nah, let's have a nice V12 engine. Just be sensible for once, Lamborghini. Then they had to stick with the V12, but then the other side said, let's put a V16 in to show what we're made of. But unfortunately, the company went bankrupt in 1995. But when I looked on Wikipedia, they started resuming production in 2005. That is an interesting story. I think that's got to be one of my top 10 stories at least. But for clue 5, you might say finally, but you should be thankful. It's the Zenvo ST1. Sorry that you won't get your Chiron. You should have done that, Forza. You had the license to Bugatti and you didn't do it. What a shame. But at least we've got our Zenvo. But I wonder if we'll have a mod on it so we can put the car on fire like they did on Top Gear. That would be hilarious. In real life. In Forza Horizon 3. I'd absolutely laugh my head off. Go, wah! I don't know how you laugh, but never mind. It is the 2013 edition. But then for clue 6, you know that they had to be cool, since they were being sold for a loss, and that is an interesting one. It is the 1959 BMW 509, and this has an interesting history, because apparently I searched the car up and it said that BMW nearly went bankrupt due to this car, and that is a strong word, bankrupt is, and it's quite sad. But then BMW just went, boom, we're gonna come back and not get bankrupt, and that's a good thing. BMW used to make planes, in fact. But for clue 7, crank it up, dude! 1932 Ford Deluxe 3-window coupe. This is an interesting one, because I think this started, apparently, the hot rod thing. And that's a good thing. At least it's a classic one compared to the modern equivalent Plymouth Prowler. It looks disgusting, the Prowler does. But this looks genuinely nice, stock or hot rod. And that is a good compliment from me. But you could possibly say what you think in the comments down below. This video was hard choosing some of the cars, but never mind. Just please like and subscribe. Too practical. Let's mix it up with the Volvo 240 Turbo Evolution.